All right, everyone, listen closely because this is one of those moments where a single update could make a real difference to your finances. If you are receiving Social Security, SSI, or SSDI right now, this is information you cannot afford to ignore. There is a developing situation involving a potential $200 stimulus payment that could start reaching bank accounts as soon as next week. This is not internet gossip. This is not wishful thinking, and it's not something happening months from now. This is an active discussion tied to real policy movement, and for many people on fixed incomes, it could mean immediate relief at a time when every dollar counts. Welcome back to the channel, and if this is your first time here, you're in exactly the right place. This channel exists for one simple reason: to protect your benefits and keep you ahead of every payment update, every schedule change, and every opportunity that could put money in your pocket. We don't do confusion here. We don't push rumors. We break things down clearly, calmly, and honestly, so you know where you stand and what to expect. Right now, with a $200 stimulus payment potentially moving forward, this may be one of the most important updates you hear this month. Before we go any further, take a second and hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. When payment timelines shift, when eligibility rules change, or when new relief becomes available, you'll want that information immediately, not days later after it's already caused stress or confusion. Subscribing means you're never left guessing about your own money. Now let's talk about what this $200 stimulus payment actually is. This payment is being discussed as a targeted relief measure aimed specifically at Americans who are living on fixed incomes and feeling the pressure of rising costs. Seniors, people with disabilities, and low-income individuals who depend on Social Security, SSI, and SSDI have been hit hard by inflation. Groceries cost more. Rent costs more. Utilities cost more. Prescription medications cost more. Yet monthly benefit increases have not kept pace with the real cost of living. This stimulus payment is designed as a one-time boost to help cover essential expenses and provide breathing room. It is not a loan, it does not need to be paid back, and it is not meant to replace your regular benefits. Now here's where you really need to pay attention, because not everyone will automatically qualify. Eligibility matters, and misunderstanding the rules could mean missing out entirely. First, you must be actively receiving Social Security retirement benefits, SSDI or SSI. If your benefits are suspended, terminated, or still pending approval, you would not qualify. Your benefit status must be current and active at the time payments are issued. Second, income limits still apply. Generally, the income threshold is around $75,000 for individuals and about $150,000 for married couples filing jointly. For most SSI and SSDI recipients, this won't be an issue at all. However, if you have additional income from part-time work, investments, or other sources, that income does count. It's important to look at your total adjusted gross income, not just your benefit amount. Third, tax filing status plays a role. The IRS typically uses your most recent tax return to determine eligibility and payment details. If you don't normally file taxes because your income is too low, you may still qualify, just as many benefit recipients have in the past. However, depending on how this payment is structured, some people who don't file taxes may need to ensure their information is fully updated through Social Security records, so payments are not delayed. Fourth, citizenship and residency requirements apply. You must be a U.S. citizen or qualifying resident alien with a valid Social Security number. If you are claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return, you would not receive this payment directly. Now let's talk about timing, because this is what everyone wants to know. Based on current indications, payments could begin as early as next week. That does not mean everyone will be paid at the same time. Payments are typically issued in waves. Those who receive benefits by direct deposit are usually first. If the Social Security Administration or IRS already has your banking information, your payment could arrive within 7 to 10 days of the official rollout. If you receive your benefits through a direct express card, your stimulus payment would likely be loaded onto that same card shortly after direct deposits go out. If you receive paper checks by mail, expect a longer wait, sometimes 2 to 3 weeks after electronic payments begin. And if there is missing or outdated information in your records, you may experience delays or need to take additional steps. To understand how this plays out in real life, think about people like Margaret, a 72-year-old Social Security retiree living alone on a fixed income. With direct deposit set up and income well below the threshold, she could see this payment quickly. For her, that $200 might mean repairing a failing appliance, stocking up on medications, and finally having a small emergency cushion. Or James, an SSDI recipient who doesn't file taxes because his income is too low. His payment would likely be processed automatically using Social Security records. That money could help him catch up on utility bills and afford basic necessities he's been postponing. Then there's Linda, an SSI recipient receiving benefits on a Direct Express card. For someone living on less than $1,000 a month, a $200 payment can be life-changing, helping clear small debts and create a rare sense of financial stability. And even someone like Robert, who receives Social Security and works part-time, could still qualify as long as his total income remains under the threshold. For him, this payment could mean doing something meaningful for his family that's been out of reach financially. There are also some critical details you need to know. This payment will not reduce your monthly benefits. It does not count as income for Social Security, SSI, or SSDI purposes. And it will not affect programs like SNAP, Medicaid, or housing assistance. It is also not taxable income, meaning it will not increase your tax bill. And it is a one-time payment, not a permanent increase, so it's important to use it wisely. Scammers will absolutely try to take advantage of this situation. If anyone calls, texts, or emails you claiming to be from the IRS or Social Security and asks for personal information or payment, it is a scam. No legitimate agency will ask for your bank details or Social Security number over the phone. Hang up, delete the message, and do not engage. Right now, the smartest thing you can do is log into your My Social Security account and double-check your information. Make sure your address is correct. Make sure your direct deposit details are up to date. Small errors can cause big delays, and fixing them now could save you weeks of waiting later. When the payment arrives, keep documentation. Save bank statements, copies of checks, and any official notices. If questions arise later, having records protects you. And as tempting as it may be, avoid loaning this money out. This payment is meant to help you, not to disappear into someone else's emergency. If possible, consider setting aside a small portion for emergencies. Even a modest amount can make a huge difference when something unexpected happens. Before we wrap up, let me ask you to do a few things. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Share this video with someone you know who relies on benefits, and leave a comment letting me know what this $200 would help you with the most. Your stories matter, and they help others feel less alone. To sum it all up clearly, a $200 stimulus payment could be coming to eligible Social Security, SSI, and SSDI recipients as early as next week. Eligibility depends on active benefits, income limits, and accurate records. Payments will be issued in waves, with direct deposit first. This money will not reduce your benefits, will not be taxed, and is meant to help during a time of rising costs. You've worked hard, you've paid into the system, and you deserve clarity and fairness when it comes to your benefits. That's why this channel exists, to keep you informed, protected, and ready. Stay subscribed, stay alert, and I'll be right here with the next update as soon as it breaks.